Find the potential difference VA minus VB in the circuit as shown in figure. Now before solving the question, one thing we should note is that the figure A and figure B are the same. So the answer that we obtained for A part will be the same for B part. Now the method that I'm using here is known as loop method. In this method, I'll take each loop and assume the current to be I1 and I2 respectively in each loop. So let's say in loop 1 I'll take current I1, and in loop 2 I'll take current I2 in whatever direction you want. Name the points 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have the current I1 from 1 to 2 in this direction. We have current I2 3 to 4 and current I2 minus I1 from A to B. Because I2 is in this direction, I1 is in opposite direction, so the net current in AB is I2 minus I1. So applying the Kirchhoff law in the loop A1 to B, we have minus E1 minus I1 R1 plus I2 minus I1 times of R3. On rearranging this equation, we get E1 plus I1 times R1 plus R3 minus I2 R3, that is equals to 0. This is my first equation. Now in loop A, B, 3, 4, applying the Kirchhoff law again, I have plus of E2 minus I2 minus I1 times of R3 minus I2 R2, that is equals to 0. On rearranging this equation, we get E2 minus I2 R2 plus R3 plus I1 R3, that is equals to 0. This is my second equation. Now on solving equation 1 and 2 for I1 and I2, I get the value of I1 as R3 into E2 minus E1 times R2 plus R3 whole divided by R1 R2 plus R1 R3 plus R2 R3. Now since we have the current I1, so I can apply the Kirchhoff law in this branch. So we have potential at A minus E1 minus I1 R1 is equals to potential at B. So I can write VA minus VB is equals to E1 plus I1 R1. On substituting the value of I1, I get R3 E2 minus E1 times R2 plus R3 divided by R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R1 R3 whole into R1. On solving this equation, we get the answer as EI by RI plus E2 by R2 whole divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. That is the answer.